something to scream about.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the astounding lineup, a trio of absolute mind-bending talent. We have Distorted Views here.
Hello.
Present.
2021, yo.
Yes, the final episode of 2021. This is New Year's Eve, and we are kicking it off with a drink.
And a coffee for me.
And a coffee for
And an
Cameron.
opened one from me.
So cheers, cheers to 2021 and the final podcast of the year. We want to go through a couple of things and recap the year that we've had and look further ahead into 2022 and what we've got in store for us as a band or personally. And yeah, maybe we'll just start with a few housekeeping things and the exciting day that is today, which is release day. Yeah, so E.K.O. is out today.
It is, ladies and gentlemen, and all of those in between.
So go stream it. All platforms. We've got Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, all of the above.
Shebangs.
You know where to find it. We've got links on our socials and all
It's
that
a good
garbage.
party song, so nothing serious, not all political. It's just a good fucking jam to drink to and explode.
Bang.
If you listen
Only
to the
way
song.
that I know. Yes.
Yeah.
So
It
E.K.O.
would
is
be a
out.
bit awkward if you didn't have a middle finger, though. Just going to point that out.
Yeah, true.
That's
if you
true.
lost, ooh, awkward. Yeah. So do any support is appreciated. Go stream it. Cheers to that. What else? We've been live streaming.
We have.
Yeah, got the Twitch up and running now. We got the
Facebook?
Yeah, doing Facebook too, and it's got the little banners going, logos going, transitions going, different cameras. Bought a webcam for like the little fly on the wall type stuff. We got the computer webcam, and then we got the screen recording. So 3 different ones, and that'll lead to, like, in the future we're planning on doing like tutorials. In the future we're planning on doing like a Discord server where people can come in once we get bigger numbers watching us and engaging. Then that'll be awesome. Have a Discord server going, maybe a Patreon where me and Jordan can do different mixing tutorials, producing tutorials, guitar tutorials, drum tutorials, MIDI,
Behind the
whatever.
scenes of all this shit.
Yeah, like just
100.
Yeah, very easy to follow stuff, and that's where we're going. But yeah, the live streams have been really cool.
Yeah, loving it.
They're still on Facebook and
Twitch as well.
Twitch. I haven't managed to work out how to save it yet because I'm still an amateur, but we're working.
I think
out.
when you start the stream, you can click save this stream to your Twitch thing, so people can watch it after you stop streaming.
We will try and do this.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll figure that. You can tell we've just started.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the plan for that. But yeah, the Facebook ones are up. It's just an hour or so of just what we do, tracking for the new EP. We're going to be using some of that footage as well for a documentary, but we'll just sort of go into that a little bit later on when we talk about 2022.
Yes.
Firstly, though, Morgan, it's your
game
turn.
time.
It's game time.
Let me pull out my list.
Did you say game or
It's whatever you want to believe,
right?
family.
All right, shuffle up.
I'm shuffling.
Let's get this ready. Right, so
Ready.
we'll start off. This is Would You Rather, the segment where I ask Would You Rather questions. It's pretty simple.
Why am I worried?
Yes.
Yeah, why are we
you
worried? What's going on?
I'm going to start with a music one, actually. All right. Would you rather play in a popular cover band or a small original band?
Original? Fuck
Original
covers,
band.
Fuck covers up
Covers
the
band
arse.
can never get any big anyway.
Cover
No
bands
offense.
are
It's
just
hypothetical.
people that
Right.
learnt music in high school and don't have any talent to write their own shit.
Ooh, shots fired.
I just looked
I've
directly
seen
at the
some cool cover bands.
I know, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to look right at the camera when I said that.
Yeah.
Nah, but personally, yeah, originals for me, just because covers are great for like practicing and stuff,
Even though
but
you'll just never take off, you just play in.
because music's
Yeah,
not about
originals.
being big for us.
Cool.
Music's about just
That's
like
good answer.
I have to do
It's
it.
an expression of
That's a
our
good
us.
answer.
If I was in prison, I'd find a way to fucking make music.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure XXX
Again.
Temptation
Banging
wrote a
on-
lot
okay.
of this stuff. Anyway,
I said I'd never go back.
right. Would you rather $1,000 every day or $1 million right now?
Can you say that again? My dog was licking his balls in front of me, and I was trying not to.
He doesn't have any balls. He's new.
Oh, yeah, we chopped them off. Anyway, go on.
Would you rather $1,000 every day or $1 million right now?
$1,000 every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's fucking way better than $1 million
Yeah.
right now. That's
Is
Yeah.
Is it? Add up how many? Well,
every day for the rest of your life. That's going to be way more than $1 million.
2 million right now.
That's still going to be way more than $1 million
Yeah.
if you add it up
Way
over
more.
your entire lifetime. Way more money.
$365,000
Right,
a
that's
year.
$7,000 a week.
I'm trying to think of a number which would make this like even. If you could, if
Mans
it was
did
like,
not think this.
Just say like
I
say-
honestly just put $1 million.
Here it is. Here's the answer. If you could have
$7,000 a
$1,000,
week.
$1,000 every
Yeah.
day, or the same amount of money in one lump sum.
Yeah. Okay. There's the question.
Why is Jordan doing your segment better than you?
Anyway,
Because he's already had experience doing this, Cam.
I've experienced.
yeah.
Okay, that is a cool one. Ooh. I actually think I would take the bigger one because I can be responsible with my money. Don't you immature fuck talk about taking bigger ones over here. See his face, motherfuckers. But yes, the lump sum, big fat lump.
sum.
The big.
I'd take the big lump.
Yeah.
Right. And only because I could be responsible with it, and you could have a shit ton of interest in a high interest account, and you could buy a bunch of rental properties and rent them out instantly.
Yeah, because there's
And then
nothing saying that it's stopping you from making
Yeah,
money.
you could
as well
turn
as
that
having
income
fun, I suppose.
into.
True.
I'm a financial advisor. Come to me for help.
I'm going to go the other way, though,
Okay.
because I like it the other way.
Really gay today. What the hell's going on?
There's a lot of flamboyancy in this room.
Yeah, because $1,000 a day is the security that I need to be able to do what I want for the rest of my life. That's it. Full stop.
And
$1 million, whatever the number it is, like, I don't have to worry about what to do with it all at once and how to invest it and save it.
And you could still, if you
spend
wanted
it.
to get more, you could still get a loan out, and you'd have the money to pay for a loan if you did want to.
Yeah, correct.
Like, say,
I could
put
do
a
other
skate
things
park
on
in
I
your
could do my
backyard.
normal life on top of that, and that's just like $1,000 every single day. That's like bada bing, bada boom.
Skate park in the backyard.
It's a lot of
the first
burritos.
thing I'm getting.
Yeah.
Then a gym.
You're like, I'm
Cool.
putting it all
Skate
on
park,
a skate
gym,
park.
music studio.
I'm glad that one went well. Right. Next, another music one. Would you rather be the best player in a shit band or the worst player in a great band?
Oh, I'm already the best player in a shit band right now, so.
I was waiting for that. As soon as I heard that.
Honestly, I wrote this and I'm like, I'm going to get so much shit for this question. But I need to ask it because it's a good question.
I'd be the worst in the best band.
Yeah, that's actually
Because
like,
it means
yeah.
like when you're around people
thought
that are
about
better
these.
than you like
Can evolve,
you
yeah.
strive to be
Yeah,
that and you,
you
lift
can-
up to that level. If you're like the other way around, then you feel like you're being held back, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's more, yeah, you just sort of gel with the people
Plus,
around
being
you.
able to do music as an actual career and as an actual job it would be dope as fuck too.
Yeah.
Instead
Even
of
if
us
we are
just
shit.
losing money every fucking. Excuse my tits. Go on.
Right.
Go on.
The next one. Would you rather live a boring, comfortable life or a hard life full of adventure?
Well, the second one.
Yeah.
The hard life full
I
of
feel
adventure.
I live a boring life now and it's fucking nothing going on here.
I feel like the second one is what I'm doing already.
What adventure are you going on, fucking Jack Sparrow looking motherfucker over here? Why is the rum always gone?
Where's all the rum?
I'm going on this adventure with you boys.
Oh, that's so good. What's going on today? Who's spiked?
I'm feeling
because we-
sentimental.
Where's my
It's the-
testosterone?
it's
Was
the
it
end
this
of the year.
question we asked when we were having lunch
I don't
earlier?
know.
Did it actually bring it out?
I've got testosterone in the cupboard. I'm about to inject it into our fucking veins.
Yeah, we need this podcast needs a good, decent boast of fucking a booster shot.
Not that there's anything wrong with being feminine. That's completely fine.
Look at me.
Yeah. He's look at the. Anyway, go on. But yes, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Next,
This is another like superhero-y one that I don't think
I
we've
like
done
these
yet.
ones.
Would you rather have the ability to teleport or the ability to be invisible?
Teleport.
Teleport?
Yeah, for sure. Teleporting's sick. Invisible. If you're
Yeah.
totally invisible, I know you're gonna want to be invisible for
No,
sure.
I'm just teleport.
Really?
I'm teleport.
I thought you would want to be invisible because then
Nah,
you can be.
I
Like,
want to be
hands.
anywhere in the world.
Oh, that's true.
yeah, teleporting is the ultimate convenience, isn't it? Really?
That's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
It's a good one.
I'd still pick super strength over teleporting though if I had super strength. Just Hulk style shit. Just
Yeah.
throw cars and shit. No worries.
Just picturing you throwing cars out the front.
Yep.
You would just fun.
That's
you could
when.
probably do that now if you got angry enough.
That's what's it called? That's called. What do we used to call me? Wayne D. That's Wayne D.
Wayne D. Wayne D.
Wayne
is
D
alter
and
ego.
Hulk Wayne D.
That's hilarious.
Yep. Yeah, he's a scary man, Wendy.
Lol.
Right. Would you rather never have to clean a bathroom again or never have to do the dishes again?
Bathroom.
Bathroom dishes actually aren't that bad to do.
Yeah.
When you have like hot water and soap, it's weirdly therapeutic. It's like nice and warm and it's not that bad. Until you get like eggs on your finger and you're like, ew.
Right.
Yeah, fuck bathrooms off.
Anything with
Bathrooms
warm water
pretty
and
gross.
soap is therapeutic, isn't it?
Yep. Bath water, sell it.
Yeah. Belle Delphine, if you hear this. Yeah, I'm
This
single.
is going downhill.
Right. This will be the last. I don't know if I want to end it on this one.
Well, then change it or add another one.
We'll add another one. Marry at age 10 or never marry at all.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What kind of pedophilia
Yeah.
shit this cunt going
What
on?
is this going
Ladies
on?
and gentlemen,
Children
Morgan the
ones.
Fister.
Skip.
Oh, God.
Skip
He's
this.
done.
Don't
Right.
call me
Skip.
that on stage.
Right. This
Oh
is
my
on.
God.
This,
I might have
these
to
aren't my
edit this.
questions anymore.
Okay, go. Right, next one.
Let me find a good
You
one.
know what he said? Should we tell what he said at the Gold Coast?
Oh yeah.
No. No, you will not. Fuck off.
Oh, Morgan's
Basically,
blue
Morgan just said
balls.
something really bad, and yeah,
Can you
We're not
by
gonna-
accident.
we're not gonna-
By accident, of
It
course.
was completely by accident. It was
Right.
the worst misspeak I've ever done.
It wasn't a misspeak, bro.
Pain.
Woo!
Life is pain with these two. Right. This one is a depressing one, but I like it. Would you rather
course.
relive the 10 saddest minutes of your life or relive 1 hour of the most embarrassing moments?
Jesus, way to kill my
Yeah,
fucking-
wow. Way to cut the
Um,
Okay.
I haven't had too many embarrassing moments. I got a boner in school once. And the
Hour of
teacher made me-
embarrassing moments.
I don't think I've had an hour of embarrassing moments.
I would take the embarrassing moments because I probably wouldn't be embarrassed anymore.
Is it old you or new you?
Or if
I'm
you have
gonna
to
say new
relive
you.
the same level of
Yeah,
embarrassment.
new you would. Yeah, embarrassing. If it's new you, then I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, just,
No.
Yeah.
if it's
Sadness
old
sucks.
I
you,
can't take it back now, but
Most of the
it
stuff-
would be like the same feeling that you felt in the moment.
yeah, because the
It should be, but-
most
oh, well.
most
Still
people,
embarrassing.
Most people that get embarrassed are like just insecure. It's embarrassment's like insecurity in most of the
Sometimes.
time.
Unless you
True.
shit yourself in the middle of like a thing, and then you're pretty embarrassed.
Why
and
would
that's
you be
not
insecure about your poo, bro?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Your
Just
lack
say
of-
shit happens and smile.
Shit. I like that. We're turning
Own it.
sad questions into positives. Let's go. Right, we'll wrap that up there. I think I've done enough.
Yeah,
They're trailing off
Can
now.
you turn the screen back on?
Well, yeah. Anyway,
you
we're going into the review of
yeah.
this year now.
Yeah.
Because that game's
Recapping
done.
20
Exactly.
2021.
We're looking back at
Let's look back. January. When was propaganda?
26th.
Australia Day, yes.
Yeah, all right. So
2021.
wow. So that was, and that song was done even before that. So
Yep. It was
Oh.
done like almost a year before that.
wow, that's just a crazy even thought to think that.
Well, at this
We're a year
point,
into
yeah,
it.
at this point last year, I remember talking about finishing propaganda and the whole release and talking about how we launch as a band and like all of this. It was talks were going back to this exact day.
We've literally been going for about a year
Yeah.
on the
yeah.
note, like literally only one
Yeah,
year, and
coming
we're
up now.
already doing a second EP that's fucking finished. If your camera could look 90 degrees to the right, you'd see all the ticks on the board of our whiteboard of saying how much is done. Like
60%.
It's looking pretty good.
fucking more than that even. Yeah. And just the sheer jump in 1 year of this new EP to this last EP is amazing. The amount of shit we've learnt, the amount of frustration in learning. In like, remember when I first got my Axe Effects, I spent $4,500 impulsively on it, and then I was just like having to learn this complex bloody bit of equipment that, from a producer's aspect, was very different to the ways I'd produced beforehand. But yeah, all the stuff we've learnt, and
Yeah. There's
Crazy.
a ton of that sort of stuff. I agree.
but
We had no idea to begin with.
no, like I come from hip hop background, which is all fucking like 808s and heavy drops and like essentially sampled melodies for the most part, and then you just pitch shift them, time shift them, reverse them, and you just make the sample sound unique to you and chop it up and stuff. Not much actual real hands-on playing a fucking instrument in time with real skill. and then you came from EDM, which is almost quite similar. It's very, except for the synths.
Yeah,
the
but
synths
it's
you
also,
make yourself.
it is. You're right. It's a very overproduced kind of style as well, though. Hip hop can be, but not as much as EDM.
Yeah.
It's very overproduced in
And
a
then
lot of
like,
ways. But
let's drink
that
metal.
that really helped. Obviously, with Propaganda, we had a bit of like production elements in there, which seemed to sort of catch some attention coming out. I think that's why we chose it.
Yeah.
Especially with its message as well.
Yeah, the message
to
was
come
good for
out with
me.
that.
Raps were cool. The mixing element's different too. I think we don't mix like generic metal. Like our mixing's different.
Yeah.
We use some techniques that people use, but I don't feel like we still mix.
Well, it started off as trash. It's
Yeah,
getting slightly more
Our
respectable.
first EP was mixed fucking terribly, but we didn't know what we were doing.
You live and you learn.
This is it.
I still love that song, so
Yeah, it's worse to us because we know the mistakes
Exactly.
we made.
Yeah, exactly. No one even noticed really.
Yeah, most people will be like, "It sounds fine." It's like, yeah, to you, but
Yeah.
to us, it's like,
When
ugh.
you listen to like any band that you go back to the start, their first stuff is never as polished as their later stuff.
No.
So to have, like you said, those sort of progression we've had in terms of what we've learned in such a
Yeah.
short space of time seems promising to me.
definitely.
But yeah, then so yeah, first EP. When was that? When did that actually come out? Was that like Easter time or
It's like
something?
March or April, wasn't it?
March. Yeah, because
It was like quick,
It was the
hurry.
end of March because
Yeah,
we did
we-
our first gig on the 14th of March,
Yeah,
Wow.
wow.
which is crazy. To
Yeah.
think about.
Even just getting up on stage for the first time under a band was so much different than being on stage as a rapper, hip hop artist.
It
It's
was my
like
Yeah.
first time on stage. Period.
way more confident. Me personally, way more confident as a rapper than I ever was jumping with a guitar in my hands and being like, "Holy crap! I need to play in time, like with my fellow bandmates, like, and remember
Yeah.
the notes and remember the vocals and everything too." I was like, didn't realize how much was going into it, but then when you actually do it, it's like so fascinating, and it keeps me much more motivated to keep up with this than I ever was with hip hop or with anything else.
Yeah,
This is much more
100%.
intriguing to me. So that's really cool. And how do you guys feel about the first couple gigs? I definitely felt better after the first gig.
Yeah.
The second gig got a little bit better. Third gig we got a little bit better again.
Yep. Same as I feel like each time I've been on stage, I've learned something new and I picked up something and then I've incorporated it into the performance and then
I've been getting less nervous and stuff too before we jump on.
Instead of nerves, start getting very excited. Instead of those nerves turn into excitement and then that brings out into the stage.
Yeah. I agree. I reckon like the first few gigs were real kind of like feeling out how to do everything, what the hell to expect when you go to these types of shows and
You
as
got
a
to
band.
admit, you got to admit too, we brought a lot in for a band that was playing for the first fucking time. We had backing tracks
Yeah.
going. We had, the mixer board going in
In-ear
through
systems and
Ableton.
everything.
Yeah, and
We had a whole
in-ears.
intro section as
Yeah,
well,
we had
like
an
a
intro
30-second
section
intro thing.
with like
we had an intro at our first gig.
We did.
As if
Yeah.
we're headlining a festival.
yeah, but that's fucking people take the piss, but that's what we fucking do. That's
Yeah,
what makes us
true.
unique, man.
That's very true.
We take it that fucking serious that we go we want to be putting on a fucking performance,
Very
and
true.
no one knows who the fuck we are. First gig we've ever played, we got a fucking intro that we've gone and made, pads,
Yeah.
vocal scratches, like hip hop elements. Freaking what is it? Freaking in Cumberland,
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
medical marijuana and all this shit. And then it fades in the freaking propaganda. It's like we're
That was
putting on a
pretty
show,
cool.
man. We're taking it for real. Like
Very
I like
true.
that about us.
Yeah, that's true. It is a good thing, but it's just like funny to see
We're
the kind
aiming
of
high right off
stages.
the
Yeah,
bat.
the
Yeah.
stages that we were putting this on.
Oh yeah, we're putting it on in front of like
In-
8 people, bro.
8 people
If even.
in the ivy parts of the valley. But yeah, good learning experiences from the first few gigs, and I think that
Yeah.
puts us in good stead for when the hell we can eventually play some shows and get ourselves an outfit that's ready for stage again. But yeah, we're pretty keen to sort of get out there. I know
Next
guys
year
are.
as well. I'm keen as next year on doing well, after we get this EP done, whether it be pushing it to labels or whether we do a solo release ourselves and push it out. I'd really be keen to get some gigs again. So
Definitely.
we're looking for a
I'm
new
missing it.
guitarist to have to jump into at some point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whenever we get to that, obviously we're focusing on the EP as our priority at the moment to get it mixed and produced well and all the takes and stuff. But then once it's ready to be learnt, tabbed out, then
Bang, bang,
that's
bang
a
it
whole
into
other
whatever
thing
you
next
say.
year that we'll be doing too. So
100%.
but this, in regards to this year, so how, like, what's some things you boys have had to do this year or deal with this year that has affected you, whether it be music or non-music related?
For me, I guess, well, music related, I had to learn the concept of mixing and recording for a band in somewhat of a crash course.
I was going to say, I also remember you saying you had to learn to work with people because as an EDM producer, you were always like, you fucking going
Very
with
good
what
point.
you want to do.
Very good point. Like, even just working with you guys on concepts of the music and stuff, and like, yeah, as you say, when I'm on my own, it's like, oh, well, it's only up to me. So I just have to figure out a solution or take it a certain way and just go with it. And then you can get feedback off people, but it's still, at the end of the day, it's you making the decisions. And coming into this, going, okay, now I'm part of a team and each person has to play their specific role in the creation of the music. And we've had to figure out over this year how that works and who does what and who works best at doing what. And then...
Yeah, to touch on that, I remember just good point there was just start of the with the first EP, you and I were clashing fucking heaps because we were just so different and so just you wanted to go real metalcore and I wanted to go fucking 90s old school and we were just like we kept fucking clashing with
vision
like, where to
wasn't
go.
The same.
Yeah, and then but like just in this year, it's like me and Jordan, we work like fucking really good now.
I think it's clicked really well on this new EP.
Yeah.
You almost fused your ideals into each
Well,
other.
we worked out what works, and we're both mature enough to go, okay, I trust that you're going to do that part right, I'm going to do my part right, and then we can push both our ideas together. So we work separately and then work together, and it works really well. So I think you were saying you know when to take a step back and let me just write the song, because I work better when I can just be uninterrupted and just write. I get a vision, I get an idea, I get excited, and then I get passionate, and I go, oh, and then I get emotional, and I go bang, and I just let the music write itself. It's like I'm writing it, but I'm not.
Yeah, you just got to get out of your own way, and like me too, I got to get out of your way in terms of that process.
If I'm trying to write a song and someone's over my shoulder, like, oh, maybe do this or maybe that, I'm like, fuck, I can't do it. It fucks me off. And then, but if it's already written and
it's arranging and stuff.
and then you go, hey, what about this? And then it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then we can add ideas after. But in that initial just foundational way of writing, I like to just go all in and just be creative without any interruptions. And I think that's been working really well.
Yeah, for sure. So that's probably me in terms of like a music thing of what I've learned. Like you said, work within team environment and then learning to sort of mix and do music that's a bit far off from EDM. But then, personally, just sort of, I guess, my changes in my life, relationships, family stuff, like coronavirus stuff, like it's all kind of, adds up to the way I feel and the way that we write the music and the passion that we put into what we do.
Yeah, just listen to any of our lyrics to get any idea of how we think. It's hard to say anything outrightly, especially on podcasts and stuff with the culture we live in these days, but without getting told we're Alex Jones 2.0. But
Cameron Jones.
Cameron Jones.
But nah, for sure. Yeah.
What about you?
I'm the same in regards to just music, just exactly the same sort of boat that I was on, just learning to do all the same shit. Yeah, mental health was a big one for me this year as well. I was
going to touch on that.
Yeah. Just dealing with a lot of crap. Got diagnosed with a brain tumor 2 years ago now? It's been fucking 2 years now. Yeah, nearly 2. It was in September or something when I found out, not last year, the year before. So, it's 2 years. It's been 2 years.
Damn.
Yeah, I was in Melbourne when I found out. So been dealing with that, which a lot of people didn't know. So yeah, it was before we even played our first gig. So I was literally not only mixing and producing and writing music just with this fucking all of these symptoms from this brain tumor I had. Having literally no energy, like all my hormones were completely out of whack. gaining weight, even though I'm eating healthy, going to the gym, that had a big mental health thing on me because like I used to be a personal trainer and I used to be in the army. So I'm used to like working out and being fit and running and stuff. And then I went from that and doing mixed martial arts and boxing to just being slow, tired, overweight. And it's like just a complete 180 of the person that I always was. So that really sucked. So that was a big thing for me this year, was just trying to, see different doctors and actually get the diagnosis and MRIs and blood tests and all that crap whilst fucking making music and gigging. I used to have to take pre-workout just to bloody jump on stage because I'm like I had no energy to jump on stage, and then I decided to take pre-workout or coffees all day, and so that was pretty hard. But teeing into next year. That's going to be something I think I take more seriously. Once the CP's done, we can chill a little bit on the creation of music and just let that EP linger on the internet for a bit. And then I could take that my health a little bit more seriously and actually go to more doctor's appointments, get more opinions, because obviously it's not better. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. That's why I'm having a coffee and the boys having beers and things. I'm literally tired all the fucking time. So that's for me, man. That's just working on myself. I've cut out a lot of people this year as well. A lot of toxic people. Just understanding that doesn't matter whether you're related to them, family, doesn't matter whether you're friends. Like if people aren't bringing happiness to your life and positivity to your life, and they're judging you, putting you down, making you feel terrible, there's no reason why you need to have them in your life, regardless whether you're related or not. There's no reason you need to be treated like that. You need to know what you're worth and know that you deserve respect. So
100%.
that's me.
Yeah, that's amazing, and that's hard to follow for me.
No, you got your own. You got your own course,
that.
bro. You say what you need.
In terms of music, because we'll go back to that. I've had to learn my instrument this year. Pretty much.
True.
Well, you're about a year and 4 months into playing? Year and 2 months?
About a year and a couple months into the bass. And I'm still loving it. Still picking up new things every time I pick it up. Still getting better every time I pick it up.
You got a good practice pad now.
I've set up my practice rig at home so I can practice properly and not just play through a terrible sounding bass amp.
Yeah.
So I've got all that set up. I've been picking up things and like learning from these two producer things to navigate through their programs and actually techniques that they use to make our sound, which is really interesting. And I love like asking little things every now and then and just watching the process. It's awesome. And personal wise, I've just been dealing with I stepped up to the plate this year and actually looked at my mental health and understood that I needed to go back and see therapists and psychologists, and I'm back on medication now. And
we had that in an intervention, not just with you, but with all of us as well at the Goldie, where we all said stuff that we're doing, you do this and we don't like that. I do this and you don't like it. Jordan does this, and that was really cool too. That we're like that as a band, that we can sit down and just get on the same page. Yeah,
see, and actually self-reflect a bit and see how others see you instead of how you always see yourself, which is nice. It's good notes to take. So I've just did that with my mental health, and I'm at a lot more stable point now, coming to the end of the year. And in the next year, I want to progress even further with that, as much as I can. And obviously, I want to keep getting better at the bass, keep getting better at the band, play more shows, and enjoy being in part of music, because it's just awesome.
Yeah,
couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah, that's the plan. That sounds good. Fuck yeah! So we had a good year, I reckon. On a fucking first year of a band coming out, I think pretty positive year. I'm pretty grateful for the opportunities we managed to get out of just coming out first year.
I think we've done very well for our very first year of dropping anything, releasing anything. I feel like we're got a lot of momentum behind us. We're getting a lot of positive feedback, so we appreciate that heaps.
I'm proud of where we're at.
Yeah. But there is not even fucking scratches the fucking surface of what we want to achieve. Surface of what we want to achieve.
Yeah, true.
Well, I still haven't landed a heel flip, and that's frustrating.
He has nightmares in the middle of the night. He wakes up screaming, heel flip!
Yeah. So
got peak.
that's something we've done this year as well. Skateboarding. We've started that. So that was a new thing.
That's really cool. Yeah, just literally getting out of the house, getting in the sun and shit.
And doing more things as a band, and like you said about the Gold Coast going down and just having a girls' weekend and surfing and whatever we did. We didn't surf. We skated and swam in the surf, and
the water nearly took me out till fucking
it dacked you, didn't it?
New Zealand. I nearly got washed out. Bro, I went out to like my waistline, and the water was like, "Come to me," and I was like, "No."
Yeah,
it was trying to kill me, man.
Sucked you away.
Sucked me off. Woo!
No wonder it was so salty in there.
Stop it.
Delicious.
Anyway,
Belly.
yeah. Well,
That silence after that was like,
Yeah, I just did it
was
deliberately.
so loud.
The loud silence.
well, that was good. Yeah, it's a good year. Cheers to that. E.K.O. Middle fingers in the air. Let's go on to 2022.
Yeah, well, you already said my goals, so yeah, get my health sorted.
Mine as well.
Yeah, get my health sorted. Band wise, though, yeah, definitely want to drop the CP. I would like to either pitch it to labels and see if anyone bites on it, and if they don't, then just do our own solo release and push it like that. I would like to get a guitarist at some point because I would really want to play gigs again.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Whether we'll be allowed to or not, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But you know,
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a guitarist, play some gigs, drop the EP. What about after the EP music wise?
the thing that you and I talked about the other day with the do we want to give that away on the podcast? Because
Well, let's talk about ideas. Like we don't, like it's been done before, so it's not as if it's like a groundbreaking thing. But
yeah. Well, we're keen on doing an album would be after this EP, and that would be whether it be co-signed by a label where they can give us some funding or help whatever with distribution of promotion or whether we fund it ourselves and we all just put some money, a decent chunk of money each into it. But yeah, an album would be definitely the next step after this EP, and hopefully this EP gathers a bit more traction, a bit more following, audience, fan base. But yeah, an album for sure, and just the album being a body of work, so not just being, hey, it's 8 songs and these are the songs. Like actually be like the whole album's about something. Music videos are about something.
yeah, it's got a theme that's more consistent.
A theme consistent. Everything links together. The videos link together. Get an actual videographer to do it professionally. Like get like because propaganda was a cool little music video, but that was just us like filming it ourselves.
You can see how we filmed that on YouTube.
Yeah, like we just, it wasn't bad.
It was good
considering we just filmed it, but definitely getting someone that's in the industry of that to do it with actors, with props, with just making it as legitimately as we can.
I'd love to do another music video in this coming year, like a good one.
Just got to get that money up.
That's true, yeah.
Money holding you back.
Well, yeah, and then, like I mentioned earlier, we're like I've been progressively pushing everyone to film this process of the new EP from sort of the initial conception and this Gold Coast weekend to then put into a making of behind the scenes documentary. Obviously, I'll have to put together all these clips and figure out like how it's going to work, and hopefully it does. But that's something I'd love to get out to everybody, and just for our own memories and stuff.
That's
it'll be like an hour long.
For it.
Yeah, it's like some sort of good length documentary thing, like other bands, similar but our own way and our own thing. So I reckon that'll be sick. And then if that works, then we can do that for other stuff in the future.
Yeah, it's going to be sick. It's going to be like an hour long, maybe even longer, because we've filmed a lot of stuff, and it films literally the entire EP from the weekend before we started trucking, where we just went away and we're just having drinks and hanging out, us skateboarding a little bit. Then it's got, us tracking, and then it'll be us mixing, and then...
Yeah, it's going to have the whole thing.
It's got us eating.
It's going to have that, and pitching to labels and the responses, and see, maybe you get all that journey in there as well, but we'll see.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, other things, I guess we'll be live streaming more of that. So, like we said earlier, check out Twitches and Facebooks and whatever else we can
some little
work out.
previews as well if you're listening on the
If we start gaining
Twitch
traction,
is-
man,
yeah.
we have a lot of stuff we really want to do next year. So if you're listening, show your mates, get amongst it, get around it, like, because we really want to build a community. It's not just like, hey, listen to our song. Hey, listen to our song. Like, we literally want to have a community, a Discord, a
do things for
Patreon.
stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
we want to have mixes, tutorials for everyone. We want to show you how we
Talk to you
make our
guys.
music and how you at home, if you're a guitar player, bass player, drummer, and you want to create music, how you can do it from literally your bedroom with, you know, you
Yeah.
don't need to have a big fancy music studio to do this.
I just thought of something cool as well for 2022 for podcasts.
Yes.
Maybe get some guests on.
Well,
Look at starting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the plan too.
few
expanding, get some
guests. We might be increasing the frequency of podcasts.
Might buy some
next
bloody
year.
beam things too when we get some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
improve
can
the setup
we're
a
gonna
little bit.
improve the little setup here. We're gonna sort of revamp everything that we do here for the podcast, I reckon. And yeah, guests. So suggestions for next year would be awesome. Send us in some stuff and just be like, what do you want to hear on this? Because we've got a few listeners that are listening to this regularly, so it'd be nice to keep going and give us like the reason to keep pushing and motivation to keep chatting and involving everybody. We might even be doing Patreon at some stage or something similar where you can sort of get even more exclusive access. That's another cool plan on the horizon. I don't know. I'm still hoping to be signed by a skateboard company or something.
You've
But-
gone from wanting to be signed from a drum company to a skateboard company.
Yeah, but the drum company, I've had that like dream since I was like whatever years old. So I've almost come to terms with the fact that that'll never happen, but it might. So that's still there. But
But you're
this-
on the right path for it.
I've only just started getting into skateboarding, so I feel like a 5-year-old who's like,
True.
oh, I want to be.
You're like your 14-year-old self when
Yeah.
you wanted the
exactly.
drums.
And I'm wearing shin pads like a 5-year-old as well.
Safety isn't dumb. Safety
Yeah,
isn't-
well,
Bro, that helmet saved my ass
It
when I
did.
slammed on my head from a half pipe. Or
True.
mini rambo, I'd say. Yeah.
whatever it was.
It freaking, I hit my head hard and I was like,
I
all I was
watched it
thinking
whip
was,
back.
yeah, I'm like, thank God I had a helmet on, because if I did not have a helmet, I definitely would have like had a massive concussion.
I reckon you would have like split the back. of it
Probably.
open.
that's insane.
Yeah, so safety. ladies
Safety
and gents.
first.
Yeah.
I
Even if you
got
look like a
I got 2
5-year-old.
questions.
Go on then.
So to both of you, ask one question at a time, obviously. Otherwise, that would be too hard for us. First one is, name your favorite moment and your least favorite moment from this year. Would you like me to start
Favorite?
so I can give you time to have a little
I am
think?
go
definitely
on.
not starting this.
Okay. My worst moment, I'm starting with the worst because I can get it out of the way. My worst moment was having to say farewell to Andy. That was not
Yeah, that
a
was
decision
shit.
that
That
we
was-
wanted to
yeah.
have to make, and that's not something that I enjoyed having to do. But that's that. My favorite moment, I think, was probably releasing Propaganda, because that was my most excited for like the whole thing to launch up until this
That
whole
was really
next
cool.
year. But
Getting feedback as well.
I think
Yeah.
just seeing that initial, just like boom, the song's out. Holy
Yeah.
shit, we're a band now.
I've had
Getting like feedback and reviews.
well,
on
like
Yeah.
we've had EDM trucks out. We've had hip
it was
hop
played on
trucks
Triple
out.
J too, so Propaganda was played on Triple J, which
Yeah,
was sick.
the
So
actual
that was
Triple
kind
J,
of
not the fucking.
yeah,
Unearthed
that was
either.
really cool. I think that would probably be my top moment of 2021.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's like swaying my
Fir-
decision.
yeah, first one for me would probably be playing our first show, because that was my first experience, not only on probably one of the better stages I've performed on, even though it wasn't amazing, it was still better than my little crappy hip hop ones I've been on. But playing with other people and being in sync and playing real instruments, and everything you do is being literally out the PA live and they're hearing you fucking play. Like, just that experience to me was so much more rewarding than rapping on a mic with a hip hop DJ behind me. Like, it's
Yeah.
just, metal is just my fucking genre now. Like, I just can't get enough of it.
Yeah,
So that's
sick.
definitely my best. Negative, it probably similar to yours, but not just with Andy, just with like the bunch of people that I've had to message or talk to about, that we've tried getting in the band when we're trying to find our click.
Yeah, when we're trying out
Just
people and figuring it out.
Yeah, that whole, before even Morgan was in, I had 2 other blokes that I tried getting in and just one of them was like a really nice dude, but he just wasn't a good fit. And it was like, I just can't, like, sorry, bro, just the commitment and shit, like, nice guy and everything, nothing wrong, but just like, you have to be on it. We all have to be on the same page. And the moment that you're not on the same page as us, you're not the way that we take it so seriously. It's just not going to work, and it's going to create, like we say, resentment, anger. You're going to argue with each other, and it's not the vibe we're going for with the band.
Yeah.
So we don't want none of that shit.
Ties back into like cutting out the negative people.
Yeah, you just got to have. You got to be on the same
negative
page.
People.
Yeah.
It's just
got to be on the same page. You got to be as committed as each other. Put money in with each other. Be at rehearsals with each other. When you get criticized, don't fucking take it personally. Just take it on the chin.
Yeah.
Don't know that it's coming from a good place. No one's trying to put anyone down. Shit like that.
Yeah,
But
100%.
What about you, Morgs?
Yeah, best and worst.
I think my best was the whole process of recording Propaganda and going through that couple weeks that we just absolutely like hammered onto the music video, and from start to finish it was just
So the whole Propaganda release, not just the music, but the whole like music video and everything. Just that experience of
like putting so much effort in. And
do you remember how serious Morgan was taking it too? This cunt was looking in the mirror, fixing his fucking hair.
I
before
loved
he
it.
could go on.
Even though my hair looked awful in the videos, but that's besides the point.
I remember you were like,
I was
Morgan, you're up next. He's like,
I was in the
twist
stage between short and long hair.
He needed his own makeup team and hair department.
I'm gonna froth it if we ever get big.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, so I reckon I was thinking about it, and I don't want to say the same answers as you guys because obviously there hasn't been
much negative outside of that.
They've both been really positive experiences for all of us.
Yeah.
So just add a bit of diversity. The Propaganda music video was a really fun and enjoyable experience for me. That whole creation process. And negative, I'm gonna have to say the same as Jordan. Saying farewell to Andy.
Yeah.
That was tough.
Yeah. I think the other thing that I'm going to add as a negative, not necessarily negative, but like sort of worst like moment or feeling was like the sort of pressure that we put on ourselves after Propaganda like came out, and we were like, whoa, release, good feedback, shit. We better fucking start pumping out some music and start putting some shit out. And then it was like, it sort of rushed the flow for us. And I think like that's something we've done so much better this time, is just taking it cash whenever we can get it done. Like just get it done. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Like we got songs out now that are chilling there on the internet to listen to. So if anyone wants to find out who we are, there's content out there to listen to. And I think that was what we didn't have before. We had a lot of people being like, a lot of people were like, oh, what's your band? What, you're in a band? What? And we're like, oh, we got
one song.
Yeah, we didn't want to be that guys that were like, we have one song out on YouTube at the moment. We wanted to be like, here's like an EP. Because we had the songs written. Like I had tracks on my computer that I've written, but they weren't. This EP, the way we're going about it is like, and it's not, take our time. Don't get us wrong. Like we're literally every single weekend we're working on it. Every Tuesday, every Saturday.
The lead up to Christmas, we were here every day.
Every day for 6 days fucking straight.
Yeah, well, it's like it's just that we don't have the pressure to achieve a certain amount of things done by a certain time. No deadline.
We're still putting in just as much work. Yeah, just as much work, just as much hours. But it's not to be like it needs to be finished. It needs to be done by X date. It's like we're just working on it, making it better. And it's such a better workflow because you get the best ideas, the best work ethic, the best work, most work done productively, but at the same time, there's no rushing of, that's good enough, fuck it, put it there. Like, let's the solo and shit that we like after when we did the other solo, we were like, oh yeah, that's good enough, and we just did that. But these new solos in the EP, we're like, we've done it 3 or 4 times, and we're like, let's really get it right. Yeah,
land on something we actually like instead of just being like good enough.
Yeah, exactly. Well, next question that I had from before.
God, I forgot there were 2.
Yep. I know. Excuse me. In 2022, A, what are you most looking forward to? And B, what are you most nervous about?
My answer's the same thing
Same.
for both.
I was
Is
about
it
to
the
say
EP?
that. Yep.
Is it just EP?
Mine's EP drop to labels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited to get it into some hands with the what's the R&R, A&R?
A&R?
I always say R&R, rest and recovery. A&R, Jordan's got some sneaky little contacts he's done with his FBI hat on, finding out
Yep.
who's the who of fucking which, what, and where. So really, really excited to just get our content of how much better this EP is and how much better be good with how much I'm
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about.
Yeah, genuinely.
But it's just so much better than our first EP in my opinion, like vocally, riffs.
Yeah, it's like your child almost. You've been
Yeah, it's just
building on
better.
this
It's
thing
just
for
better.
months
And
now.
at the end of the day,
You have to
whether-
believe in what you're doing, man.
Yeah, it's better.
We do.
So, chucking it to some labels and people that can really actually get it to the ears and the audience of which we want to do, especially festivals and stuff. Exciting as fuck. And in the exact same breath, it's also nerve-wracking because they have the ability and the power to shut you the fuck down and essentially stomp on your dreams, which it isn't the case because we would always persevere and just do a solo launch.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to
But
be
you-
so like, yeah, this EP's the fucking best, man, and then
Yeah.
chuck it to a label and they go, no, you'd be
You
like,
go,
"Oh,
this
fuck."
is shit.
Yeah, it's like, so that I'm nervous about that as well.
Just to be different from you, I've got a new. I'm nervous about that, but getting a new guitarist. That's something I'm excited for. Looking.
I think I was saying nervous for. I was like,
No, I'm
Yeah.
not nervous about it. I'm excited, and that whole process and where that can lead us and change the band and see.
dude,
where
there could be a
it brings us up.
fucking some shredder dude in his bedroom right
Exactly.
now making the dopest freaking metalcore riffs and everything.
Yeah.
And then we just don't even know he's there, and he wants to be in a band, but he doesn't know anyone. And then bing bang
he-
baggity boo.
He listens to a podcast and hears a certain thing and goes, email us at distortedviewsband@gmail.com.
With a video of you playing.
Yeah, thank you.
Message any of us personally as well.
Except Morgan.
Yeah,
Don't tell him.
don't tell him.
No.
What's
Any-
the other thing? What's the nervous thing?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Honestly, it's the EP thing. The same thing as you. It's the fear of rejection almost.
Don't hate me.
Yeah.
That's funny.
There's a lot of effort and energy that like.
I'll
you
tell
two-
you another thing I'm nervous, just to throw another answer there
Yeah.
as well, is I'll openly say, like, I'm not vaccinated, don't plan on getting vaccinated. Judge me as you will, I don't care. That's something I'm nervous about, is what the fuck is this next year going to bring? Are they going to keep up these ridiculous laws where I pay the same taxes as everybody else and I pay my bills and do everything abide by the law? Are they going to still treat me like a second-class citizen? Even though if I'm ever sick or anything, I isolate. I don't run around fucking spreading germs and shit to people.
Yeah.
And without getting too political, because we won't even start that right now. But I'm nervous about that. I want to gig and I want to tour and I want to live my life. And I'm not being treated with the same respect to be able to do so, regardless what you think. Like,
Yep.
so I'm nervous about that. I want to gig and I won't be able to gig.
Me too. It'll just be Morgan up there.
Morgan's the only one who's
Morgan-
conformed to the basic matrix, keeping him blind. He fucking hates it.
No, yeah,
Sounds
so
like you planned that.
yeah, it was pre-written. I agree. I'm a bit nervous about that too, for sure, for obvious reasons. I am excited to play a new live show because we're going to have new music to write.
New intro. Making new
Thank
intros
the Lord.
and
Can't wait to
outros
play these
even.
songs and on a nice mic'd up kit and
I
shred
can't
it.
wait to jump into a fucking rehearsal room again and just go
Honestly,
fucking
It's
ham,
been
bro.
ages since we've been to Red Star.
We're not going to be out. We need a freaking guitarist, man. ASAP, bro.
Yeah,
If any of
so-
you know anyone that's good,
Honestly.
hit us up.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm excited for. Yeah, nervous for the thing. I think I'm nervous with the guitarist as well. I'm nervous for the EP, but I'm also don't really care how it goes because I'll take everything as it comes. And
Everything
I believe in
happens
what
for a
we're doing.
Yeah.
So I know that there'll be some sort of positive outcome if we keep going the way we're going.
Yep.
So,
What else is on that laptop, Morgs?
well, he's got to hit the button because he's
I think
going
we
to
have
sleep.
exhausted it. I was looking through it earlier. I think, yeah.
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 Yeah, we wrote a few notes, but we've pretty much conquered everything in that.
You've been conquered.
Yeah. So, thanks to everyone who supported this year in any which way, whether it be as simple as liking something or
Sharon, telling
listening,
anyone.
whatever. So, thanks for that. as Cam mentioned, we're gonna try and bring a community into it next year.
Yeah.
So any further support and sharing and spreading our message is greatly appreciated. I've had a wicked year. You guys have had a wicked year.
Loved it.
We're gonna
Ups,
smash it.
downs, and everything in between,
So
like every year.
enjoy your night. Drink responsibly.
Is this being uploaded today?
Yeah. I'll get it done now.
Can we get it up that quick?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
What she said.
Yeah, this is 3 p.m. So if it's up later, it'll be.
I've been watching too much of The Office.
Yeah, that's it.
Whoa! Whoa! Yo, me a cock. I mean a cock.
City, Peak City.
Yeah, that's really what a way to end it. We're ending. We started out of sync, and now we're ending in sync.
I am out of sync. I told you now.
Stream out of sync now. Live.
Stream
on-
out of sync. Links just popping
Yeah.
up on the fucking.
Boom.
Play our music. All right. Is that it?
Done.
I think so.
That's the end of the year.
Love
See you
you
next
guys.
year.
Bye.
Ciao.